They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to Huntington Bank Stadium, home to the Minnesota Golden Gophers. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Arizona State Sun Devils, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Minnesota Golden Gophers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Golden Gophers will kick it away to start. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Give to the running back. And the good news for the offense, there's nowhere to go from here but forward. No gain on the first play. It's hard to find a place these days that the Big Ten doesn't touch geographically, but there's a lot of crossover with the Big Ten and Big 12 and plenty of bragging rights on the line when their schools meet.
You think about Nebraska, once upon a time being in the Big 12, now in the Big 10 too. These conferences also recruit in similar areas too. So this game is interesting, David, because a lot of these players, they're familiar with each other from high school.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, from experience, you hate that. Like, you get to know each other, you go to the other school, like, you're now my enemy. You're not my friend anymore. So chance to prove it, a chance for the Big 12, who's been kind of pillaged and pulled apart at times, sometimes by the Big 10. Let's go out and make a statement today.
The Sun Devils have it with a 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Levin. Floats it out in space. Pick up a 5. They'll need 5 more on 3rd down.
Defense has their hands full with this one. I know he's not the biggest guy playing the running back position right now, but they know he's going to be catching it too, and they're going to have to bring this guy down in space. In the passing game, they better make sure they get a lot of hats to the football. They've got their hands full.
Lining up, trying to convert this 3rd and short from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll take a deep shot here. He's got it along the sideline. That penalty cost them a 3rd down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Trying to burn this defensive back. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
And this offense coming out slow, man. It's kind of frustrating because you had that bye week last week. What do? You go back and self-scout, look at yourself. What can I do better? And then you come out in the first quarter, and you're not playing great out the gates. They got to find themselves in a little rhythm, knock off some of that bye week rust.
He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Snagged out of the air.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
And the Golden Gophers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Wants to go up top. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. Turning it on. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. The RPO, it's complete. Across the 25, he's got room. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. The ball's free. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Speeding down the left side. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Arizona State. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
The way they break on the football, swarm to the football. This is why you do it, because sometimes the ball comes out, the linebacker picks it up, and tell you what, the big fella shows some speed, takes it all the way back for 6.
And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Grab behind the line, it's Johnson. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab on the left. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal.
Defenses are put in such a tough spot when offenses get in 3rd and short, because the whole playbook is open, and they go with the pass. I love it. They sneak the pass in there. Nice success. Great job by the quarterback, getting rid of the football, getting the 1st down, now set up 1st and goal.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They're a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
Big guy smells it, and he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota! A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target. They make the big play, get the touchdown.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. An 84-yard drive there, and they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Leaves it with the running back. Oh, he's got a chance. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Out of the gun, the give to the back. creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Sun Devils in a good spot here with second and short. Dropping back, it's Levitt. Got his man in the middle. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone, or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
On third and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Sun Devils!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. First play of the drive wants to throw. They're working that left side. They use that sideline as a defender and get him out of bounds at the 36.
That had to be a coverage bust because there's no way one of the best receivers in the country was that wide open. Somebody on defense wasn't where they were supposed to be. They had their eyes in the wrong place. That should not happen ever.
The give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Both teams made no secret they wanted to target their big play receivers, and they've done just that in the first. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see if someone can get the edge in the second quarter. Back to pass. Working that wide receiver screen. Breaks into the open. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be it.
Ball is loose. How in the world did the offense retain possession?
The ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
The Golden Gophers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. They'll throw it from the red zone. Got his man on the right. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And I got to find ways to manufacture some offense down here in this area. The field shrinks. It gets a little bit more difficult. So I got to take a few more chances, get the ball to some speed on the perimeter, try to make some big plays.
They want to run this quarterback. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Golden Gophers!
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this in the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. Just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Finds a soft spot in the middle. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
You know, the beautiful thing about being a quarterback is you can throw a little drag route, and they can take it 60. When you got fast playmakers on the outside that you can get the ball in their hands really quickly, great things can happen. 1-yard passes can turn into 60. It's beautiful to be quarterback.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Good enough for a first down.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw. It's Levin. Complete. Breaks the tackle. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The Sun Devils line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Hauls it in. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the...
There he goes. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
Yeah, and that was tough on the DB, right? He's trying to cover the receiver on a drag route, running back over the middle of the field. You're trying to avoid all the linebackers, all of the congestion. He just couldn't stay with them long enough, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. And the Sun Devils with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. That's caught. It's Udo. There to make the stop, but he is a weapon out of the backfield in the short passing game, and they've got a first down. The Sun Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. Quick handoff. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass, it's Levin. Using the quick game. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still, just a very short gain. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play.
Unleashes one deep. It is incomplete, and he almost had himself an interception in the end zone. It'll be 4th down.
Man, what a great break on the ball. Way to knock it down. But, man, this situation, they're almost in field goal range. Had a chance to maybe take some points off of the board. That's a big play that we might circle back to later.
And the Sun Devils will come to the line to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Firing toward the end zone. Got it. He thought he might turn that into a score, but the defense able to wrestle him down short. They'll stop him at the 3.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
And now a chance to pull even. First and goal as we get late in the first half. They'll try to pound their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Arizona State.
And I love that this offense stuck to it. Stuck to the run game. Didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point is good. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, a quick update on a notable game going on right now in the ACC. Clemson has the lead currently, but they've been in a dogfight all day today and just haven't been able to pull away. They're up by 4 over Virginia Tech.
Never. Oh, the ball's out on the return. The kicking team's got it, and they take the ball right back.
Kick returners usually have to have that home run ability, the ability to take it to the house 100-plus yards. But it's also a tough skill because you've got all these guys flying down the field so fast, and sometimes you get a big hit and ball security becomes an issue.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. To the air, it's Levitt. Firing to the right, complete. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Leaves it with the back. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Sun Devils line it up with a first and goal. Trying to bully their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Sun Devils!
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we are going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw on first down. Got a man. It's Sanders. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
He goes out of bounds right at midfield.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism and he showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
Takes the easy one to the back. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. He's going for it all. Pulls it in inside the 10. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening first and goal from the 9. The snap sets up to throw. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play.
I like the decision by the quarterback there. It's only first down. It's not there. Throw it away. Live to play another day.
Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved the touchdown.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Minnesota! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Every coach in the country talks about finishing half strong. Man, how about that? You get the touchdown, a chance to tie this game up and take all the momentum into halftime.
Setting up for the extra point and the top. And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. One more snap coming before halftime. From the gun to give, looking for room. Got the first down, looking for more. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Paul? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
It's really nice to be a quarterback in today's football when running backs are basically wide receivers. Not only can you split them out, you keep them at running back, nothing open, I dump it to him. Look at that. He makes a big play for me.
Finds his tight end. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
And the Golden Gophers getting set on 1st and 10. A strike downfield. There he goes. Touchdown, Golden Gophers. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
Man, this defense has their hands full. They're dealing with a quarterback that is pinpoint accurate, making the decisions, and they're dealing with a wide receiver group that has a lot of speed and some burners on the perimeter. They might want to think about playing some more zone coverage moving forward. That's now 3 passing TDs they've allowed.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
And it's been a little bit of a frustrating day for this offense. They want to get the run game going, and they want to get it to their stud at running back, but he just hasn't found a lot of area. And here's the thing. If you don't have successful runs, now it's 2nd and long, and this offense, they haven't been in a great spot.
Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. Now they'll try the right side. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Quickly complete. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, nice job there by the defender in coverage one-on-one with the running back out in the flat. As soon as he caught the ball, he went down. Gain of no yards.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Trying to make magic with his feet. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving.
Usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job keeping that guy in the pocket.
So now it's 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Get it out to the supersonic guy. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And this has been a bit of the story of this game so far, is this quarterback's running ability and whether or not the defense can stop them. They got the play there. They were able to get a sack, rally to him, and get one of the faster quarterbacks you'll see in college football down on the ground. This guy already has over 40 rushing yards in this game, so he has had some success, but I think a big key now moving forward is how does this defense stop him?
Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close there.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now, and you score so quickly. It's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being aggressive.
They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
To the air, it's Levitt. Buys a little time with his feet. Makes the catch. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Gonna look downfield again. Makes the catch. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Looking to throw on first down. Got the quick pass. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Back to pass on second down. Grab near the marker. It's Robinson. And they knocked him down, but he got past the line to gain.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
On the move, it's Robinson. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. That's going to do it for the quarter, and Minnesota has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Swapping into the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. It's complete on the right side. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the fourth quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
And the Sun Devils have it in scoring position on first and goal. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona State! Fired in from the red zone for the score. They got the score they needed, but this isn't over.
No, don't call it a comeback yet. The first part, step 1 accomplished, but this offense obviously still has work to do. But the defense has to go out and get a stop and get him the ball back.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Oklahoma is currently ahead early in this one, but they just haven't been able to pull that schooner away offensively. They're up by just 2 over Texas. Games like these just mean more in the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big happens. You should see.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm.
Oh, he's got some space. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the fourth quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
Open a drive like that, it opens a world of possibilities. First down from the 43. Looking to throw on first down. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
I'll tell you, when this guy's in a rhythm, he never misses. And you've seen that in this game. Very, very accurate up to this point. That time, though, a little bit out of rhythm. And I think that's why he missed that throw.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. He's moving out of the pocket. He's going to take off. Out of bounds at the 49-yard line, but not before getting it into opponent territory.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Just going to keep it after the snap. They will stop him short, and the defense trying to keep him alive. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it's intercepted. A huge 4th quarter play for this defense. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. Direct snap. And some room to work.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to pass, it's Levin. Fires to the big fella. Smashes through the tackle. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
To the air on 2nd down. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. He'll go out of bounds, and he steps out right at the 8-yard line, and this offense is in business.
Well, they've tried to get this quarterback going, running the ball in a variety of ways, and they haven't really been able to kind of break him out just yet until that run right there. Nice individual effort on the scramble.
Touchdown, Sun Devils! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
And just like that, the game is completely changed, right? The defense comes away with a huge turnover, and the offense able to cash it in, capitalize by scoring a touchdown. So they've now got the lead. Not a lot of time left, but it feels like all the momentum is now on their side.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to turning it on! He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
Man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection, nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Sanders. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. It'll it'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. To the air on first down. Pocket breaking down. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. All wideouts, no backs. Might be changing the route. Wants to fire on second down. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Oh, it's picked off. He'll try to take it back. The 30. At the 20. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Arizona State. They appear to be headed to the win column for the first time this year.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point fourth-quarter lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Don't know if the defense will appreciate having to defend a short field from the start after that penalty. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Going deep. It's in stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Minnesota. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And this is why so many teams go play action. They try to freeze guys in the back end, work on their eye discipline, get them to bite a little bit. Nice job on the play fake. Nice job bombs away, putting air underneath it and making the big touchdown pass.
Stop short. They'll bring him down at the one. He just couldn't get it in. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. To the air, it's Levin. Sings it complete to the right. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
The Sun Devils can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Got his man. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. And the Sun Devils come to the line needing just inches for the first down. They'll run the sneak for it. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down.
And when you call the quarterback sneak, you're thinking, I'm going to fall forward and get at least a yard. But Palmer, that defensive line got in there, and the QB got nothing.
Well, he's got to do a better job with the snap count, too, and try to catch the defense when they're napping. Right there, everybody was set and ready. And one more of those type plays, and this dude's losing his quarterback sneak privileges.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll... over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Buying some time. He breaks into the open. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
Man, these are killers, right? Late in the game, in the fourth quarter, you're getting to the quarterback, but he does such a great job scrambling around. When you do this, you get extra first downs. You start to wear those defensive linemen out. So late in the game, this could pay off. Great job getting the first down.
The offense changing the play. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The Golden Gophers trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. He wants to throw it. Dances away. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
Really good execution by this offense. Late in the game, under a minute, score to take the lead. It's what you draw up. It's what you dream about. But now, my defense has to go on the field and give me one more stop.
Up by 1, they're going to try to get the deuce here and make it a field goal lead. They'll go to the air. He's got it in the end zone. You had to go for 2 there, and they make it pay off. They're up by 3. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well and not give back that last score. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. Starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Levitt. Release to the back. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. He wants a big play here late. Got his man on the right. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. Timeout called by the offense. Clock stopped with 21 seconds left. They used a chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Taking it the other way.
Well, if they're going to come back in this game, they're just going to need better decision-making, and they're obviously down right now, but they've got to know when to take shots and know when to check the football down and wait for the right opportunity. That hasn't happened for this young QB.
Down to a knee here. The defense still has a couple of timeouts if they want to use them. They reeled off 6 straight to start the season, undefeated, bowl eligible, but when you have that kind of record, the possibilities seem limitless.
What a great way to start the season. The best way possible, right? Like 6-0, taking care of business, building momentum. This squad continues to climb up the ranks. They're getting better. They're getting more respect. 6-0 is the best start you could have, Palmer, but they're looking for more.
It's been really fun watching this team to get up to this point. So much talent. They've got great coaching. And I feel like they could keep that 0 in the loss column all season long if they keep playing the way they did today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.